6 a.m. I think we landed in New York. Yeah, now I'm in America, guys. Now I'm in the United States of America. And welcome back to my channel. This is a bit of a different setting, so it's the first time I'm doing like a sit down video. So something that I will incorporate, but obviously if I do a sit down video, something that's going to be, I'm going to speak about something relevant obviously to my channel. So today I just wanted to tell you guys a bit about how to work in the States, how to get a job in the States, but this is strictly within the hospitality industry. There are other opportunities that you can apply for, that I will obviously leave links below and tell you more about towards the end of the video or during the duration of this video. Okay, so if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you hit that subscribe button and join the family. On this channel we go on amazing outings, we try out new restaurants, I take you out on things to do, places to go, things to see in South Africa. So yeah, hope you are here to stay. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much, and I'm so glad you're still part of the family. Let's get right into it. Don't mind me, I will be looking down because I've jotted down like a bit of things that I will be saying to you or telling you about. So yeah, also I'm talking about this from a personal experience or something that I have done. So I thought, why not share, because I googled this and researched this opportunity myself, so it would be ideal for me to at least let other people know, and you never know, you know. So yeah, let's get right into the video. I hope you can't hear the background noises because they're doing construction here. It's so annoying. Okay, so just a little background. I've been in the hospitality industry for 6 years now, 7 years actually now. I am drinking Coke. 7 years now, and I studied hospitality management, and I did an internship with Protea Hotels, now called the Accelerate program. Protea Hotels also was bought over by Marriott. Let me say that Marriott is an international hotel brand, and they have properties globally. So Marriott saw an opportunity and wanted to move into Africa because they weren't in Africa, so they decided to buy over Protea Hotels. So now Marriott is the largest standing hotel group in the world. Cool. So this Accelerate program, I studied and worked. So I did an internship sort of. So I studied, it was 3 years, and then the internship is 4 years. So within those 3 years, you work. So you work and study. So you work the whole year. So you get placed at a certain hotel. Every year is a different hotel. And then you study. So obviously you need to pass your modules and all of that. They give you a 6-week break where you go and study at UJ. And those 6 weeks you're not working, you're strictly focused on books. So within that 6 weeks, they compile a year's work in that 6 weeks. So it's quite a lot to study, a lot to learn, a lot to incorporate. But at the same time, it helps because you in the industry, so you're already doing the work. So you're just now doing the theory part of it. So I can't remember actually. I think I always wanted, when I finished studying, I always wanted to go overseas, to work in the industry, obviously overseas. So I then started researching, and I came across an agency called Awesome Travel. So I went to the States through an agency called Awesome Travel. Okay. So I then did my research and applied, and obviously was accepted. So I'm going to be telling you my side of the story and incorporating other agencies as well that you could apply, not other agencies could do, because I've had friends who have gone to America through other agencies as well. With this program, it is a bit costly, but also at the same time they do have like payment ways of payment that can accommodate everyone. So they have three options. The first option is you pay for everything, so the visa costs, the flights, and the admin fees. Second one is you pay 50% of it and the company pays the other 50, and you'll pay the rest of the 50% when you in America and earning, because you obviously have to pay them back. Then this third option is they pay for everything and you just pay for the admin fee, and obviously when you get back there you pay back everything to them, so they deduct from your salary every paycheck that you get. So the application process, you must be between 18 and 30. You must have a valid South African ID and passport. You must have a qualification, so minimum is NQ level 5, that's qualification, and could be a certificate, a diploma, a degree, but has to be NQ level 5. It must be in hospitality management, professional cookery, or within food and beverage. So again, I'm talking strictly about hospitality. They do offer other programs, agriculture. Bearing in mind, you could also go overseas for au pairing. I don't know much about that. I've never done that. So I sent my application. Bearing in mind, it takes 4 to 6 months for all the applications to be done, the visas, the paperwork, all that to be sorted. So you apply at least 4 to 6 months before you go. So they have 2 seasons. So the first season is November, December. Then the second is I think May, June. Yeah. So you have to apply 6 months before that time, before leaving. Cool. I sent my CV to Awesome Travel and I went for an interview. I had already had experience as well. So I finished studying and then I got a management position that year. And then I worked for the year and then I went overseas. So this was 2019. Yeah, 2019. So I started my application early 2019 and knowing that I was leaving in November, December that year, 2019. So you apply, send my CV. They wanted a whole lot of documentation. Like, that's a lot, guys. Brace yourself for a lot of paperwork, for a lot of running around. You have to get a police clearance report. You have to get reference letters. You have to get your bank statements. I think obviously because you need to have a certain amount, I think over 10,000 Rand in your bank account, just so that they can see that you will be able to take care of yourself if anything were to happen in the States. The documentation that you will need to provide would be your passport, your qualification, your ID, your CV, and your reference letters. Those are the main documentation that's needed when you are applying. So once you're done with the interview with Awesome Travel, they then place you obviously in a hotel. So there's also, you could work in a hotel, you could work in a resort. Hotels would be your Sheraton, your Marriott, Ritz-Carlton, the W hotels. Your resort would be your Kalahari, Gaylords, or something like that. Then they place you and then you go for an interview with representatives from those properties. So it wasn't COVID as yet, so obviously they flew to SA, and the properties that I was placed at was Ritz-Carlton Beach Resort in Florida. So yeah, so they came over and they did the interviews in person. So obviously they ask you why you're interested, what you could bring and teach other people, the cultural exchange, what you've learned, what you've studied, your background information and stuff like that. And so yeah, cool. Once that's done and you are accepted by the hotel or resort, now the visa application, guys. Yo, Ashim. Okay, so visa application, obviously the agency is doing everything for you. So Awesome Travel has done this for me. All you have to do is submit your paperwork, whatever they ask for you submit. Cool. They said they apply for you at the consulate, at the US consulate, the embassy. They prep you, obviously, like they call you all in and they tell you like what are the type of questions that the people at consulate could ask you. and what documentation you'd need. They print it out for you. Like if it's obviously stuff from the application, they print it out for you and stuff like that. Cool. Now the day of the interview comes. You go to the consulate. Obviously, yeah, everyone comes to the one in Sandton. So first of all, you're not allowed to have any phone, no iPad, nothing. You're not allowed to park there. You park in Sandton or wherever, like Sandton the mall, and you walk in. When you get in, you're strict, guys. They search you heavily. Like, you go through those machinery, what's, and you enter. Cool. You have to have your visa paperwork. Okay, so I didn't get into that. So there's the J1 visa, which is a year, and then there's the H2B visa, which is 3 years, and which is a year, and then you can extend to obviously 3 years. Cool. So I went on the J1 visa. So I didn't incorporate that. So obviously you have your visa paperwork ready with you. You have your passport, you have your ID, and you have your prep. So you've obviously been prepped and whatever, so you know what to say. So they give you like sort of questions that you could be asked and all of that. Mine was not in those prep what lessons. So if they take your passport at the consulate after your interview, then you've got the visa. If they give it back to you, you've obviously been denied. Cool. So then you get your visa. You have to go and collect it. They send it through DHL. Well, obviously your passport comes with the visa inside and all of that. Cool. And you have to go and collect my flights. So my flights, I left I think it was the 4th of December 2019. Yeah, 4th of December 2019. And I went via Kenya Airways. So it was it was either Emirates or Kenya Airways. So my flights got delayed. My visa was delayed. It was just some administration procedure or whatever that was supposed to be done. So anyway, my flight was a bit delayed, so I had to leave on a later flight, and the only flight that was available was Kenya Airways. But I mean, Kenya Airways is, guys, highly recommended. I think that was the only flight that was actually going in and out of America in the past, before like your Deltas and your SAAs and all of that. Cool. So again, everything is prepped for you. You are told which gate you go to. You're told the times and everything. You're given your itinerary like a few days before you're due to leave. Cool. Get to the airport. I think my flight was at 10 or 11 in the morning. And you then fly from Joburg to Kenya, then from Kenya to New York, and then obviously from New York to Florida. But mine was like there was an extra flight, because it was Joburg, Kenya, New York, Charlotte, then Charlotte, Florida. So I was traveling for 32 hours. Anyway, cool. I love traveling, so I enjoyed it. So yeah, you get on the flight. Obviously you're not alone, you're with other people. I met amazing girls, and we're still cool even still to this day. Shout out to y'all know. But yeah, amazing people. I made lots of friends. So yeah, cool. The flight was amazing. Flight was good. Obviously now, because I'm a friendly person, I'm a talkative person, so very open, and I already had made friends from the airport at OR Tambo. So yeah, then I went to, what's it called, we got to New York, and New York we landed at 6. Remember, okay, so we left Joburg at 9, 10, 11, I don't know, I can't remember, guys, between those times. Then Kenya, we got there. Kenya's 4 hours. Okay, so 4 hours we get to Kenya. Then then you have to wait for the next flight, and the flight was that night. So we got in there in the afternoon at Kenya. You had to wait layover. The flight to New York was at 10 p.m. But the time goes fast actually when you're at the airport. Anyway, we get to New York. New York, we landed in the a.m. 6 a.m. I think we landed in New York. Yeah, now I'm in America, guys. Now I'm in the United States of America. Yo! I know, guys. Listen, when I landed, I was like, God, look at God. But yeah, cool, we landed. And when you get, also when you get to America, when you get to any entry point in America, that's a second interview now you asked why you're in America. They ask you, are you planning to stay? You have to say no. You have to give any like answer that says you're not planning to permanently stay in America, because that's not what they want. Cool. Then they asked me what I'm doing and how long I'm staying, and yeah, and then I got in. Cool. New York is a lot. New York is like Joburg, like town Josie, like busy, man. Everyone is just everywhere. Everyone's doing their own thing. It's a rush. It's a hub. It's like the business hub, you know? And I think it was during the weekend. It was early in the morning, so I guess everyone was going to work. Cool. Now we have to wait for our next flight, layover for our next flight to Charlotte. Cool. We get to Charlotte. Cool. Then Florida. Accommodation. So accommodation is sorted before you leave South Africa. So already you know where you're gonna stay, what it looks like, how much you'll be paying, who you'll be sharing with, and all of that info. So obviously, again, the agency sorts that out, but obviously you have to pay for your self-rent and everything is out of your own pocket. So I was sharing, so obviously it was a bit cheaper. Yeah, so I think our rent was $1,200 a month. I did that amongst ourselves, and yeah, guys, $1,200 is $20K a month for rent. Anyways, yeah, so that you obviously pay yourself, and they tell you, like, they prep you, it's okay, it's how you'll be making the payments and all of that, so you well prepared by the time you get to where you are. So we got there, we got an Uber. I think it was an Uber. Yeah, we called an Uber from the airport to our place. So the airport, I think, was like 30 minutes away from our place. So bearing in mind it's unfurnished, the place is unfurnished, but I think also it depends on the type of agency that you're with and the opportunity that they get at the moment for housing. They also try and place you close to work, so which is also an inconvenience. Okay, cool, we get there, accommodation is sorted, we Uber, and we get to our destination. It's obviously unfurnished. We got there late at like 5. Then we had to go and buy furniture and all of that. We had to go and buy like furniture and all of that. Cool, not fully furniture stuff as yet, obviously like your necessities. So it comes with a fridge, it comes with the stove, it comes with the washing machine, all of that. So obviously you have to get your bed and that. Cool, got our beds, and then it was Induction. So I was placed, I told you, at the Ritz-Carlton in Naples, the beach resort. Gorgeous. I'll try and insert like a clip of what it looks like. Don't know if I'll do it at the end or right now, but we'll also insert a clip somewhere. So work. Okay, so I had previously worked for Marriott. Ritz-Carlton is a brand under the Marriott International Hotel Group. So I knew already like what the policy and procedures were. Obviously it does differ a bit because now you like in America and where Marriott originated. So yeah, they do induction, you get a drug test, pass that, you're good. You don't, you go home. It's that type of vibe. Yeah, so work was amazing. So transport also is at your own cost. So we at least got like a connect, so there were people who would drive us, so like 3 different people that you could call, and they take you to work whatever time you're going in and fetch you as well. So it was like a travel scheme sort of vibe. Also, you do earn quite a lot. I mean, compared to South Africa, compared to Rand, you earn quite a lot. So I was able to send a lot of money home, to save a lot of money, plus pay for all my like expenses, and still like have money for entertainment and clothes. And clothes are cheap there, guys. I got so much great quality stuff that I still use to this day. So yeah, I mean, the pay, or you get in America, you get paid every 2 weeks. So you get paid twice a month. So I know my first paycheck, that's rent, and then the rest is for me to save or whatever and send home, and for me to whatever else it is. Also, you have to open a bank account and you get your social security number. You have to get that within the 2 weeks that you are in America. Cool that obviously they give information as well. So everything they prep you, and they prep you like very well, because you don't have to now be thinking, oh shit, how do I do this? Oh, how do I get this? Everything is there. They also give you notes so you don't forget what's happening. Cool. So I'm just gonna give you a bit about the program as well, and like the work experience. I had so much fun. I met so many people. Also, I met a lot of people who are very open to learning more about my culture and where I come from, and they would also teach me about where they come from. They take me like out and show me around and what's in Florida and what to do, and you know, and where to shop. So I made a lot of great friends that I still talk to to this day. Shout out to y'all, you know, you on this video. You have subscribed to this channel, thank you so much. Missing you guys loads. But yeah, I made so many great memories I'd never forget. So Awesome Travel is currently recruiting now. They are open if you'd like to apply. I will obviously leave the links below, so you can apply now and be on your way to America in November, December. So yeah, there's also an agency called OVC that a friend of mine used, and Placement International. They also have opportunities in Dubai as well, guys, and Europe, but it's not so easy to get into Europe. Dubai is. America, obviously I said au pairing, you get a camp. I think there's TEFL educators as well that you can go and work in America for. So yeah, I will definitely leave the links in my description box below, and I hope you enjoyed this video and is a bit informative. Any questions you have, you are welcome to leave comments below in this video, or find me on my socials and DM me Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and I'll gladly answer your questions. Anything that you have, you can let me know. So yeah, if you've gotten to this point of the video, thank you so much for watching. I will definitely see you on my next outing. Thank you so much, guys.